violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
A Clayton County officer shot on the job is out of the hospital and back home this evening as the suspect now sits in jail. 11 Alive was there in court as that suspect faced a judge for the first time today, and we learned there was already a warrant for his arrest.
Wow, go figure, right? Who could have guessed that this Super Gremlin who shot this cop at the mall that we did a story on in DeKalb County, who would have thought, who would have thunk it, that this Super Gremlin was already out on another charge and wanted?
Even before yesterday's shooting. Tracy A. McPierre is live at the strip mall where that shooting took place near Riverdale Road and Norman Drive by College Park. Tracy?
Well, it's a very different scene here compared to yesterday, and people here this afternoon say they're still shaken by what they witnessed, but say they're relieved that injured officer Ryan Ritchie is out of the hospital, and it appears that Clayton County Police have their suspect.
Going to start with Mr. Crumbly.
At a first appearance in Magistrate Court Thursday morning,
You are charged with robbery.
a Clayton County judge read Arterio Crumbly the charges he is now facing for robbery and aggravated assault.
And it says that you did shoot the victim in the right hand during a fight over the accused stealing the victim's money from his person. Do you understand your charges, sir?
Did she say stealing the victim's money from his purse? I'm telling you guys, these Super Gremlins, they just out here robbing. That's the main hustle nowadays. Robbing, stealing, take.
No, ma'am.
Clayton County Police say Crumbly turned himself in late Wednesday night following a 9-hour manhunt around this shopping plaza on Riverdale Road. Court records show even before Wednesday, there was a warrant for Crumbly's arrest for allegedly violating probation in a 2018 burglary and theft case, where he also served a year in prison.
Wow.
Now he's accused of shooting a man when...
So only a year in prison for burglary and theft. This is the supposedly racist criminal justice system, giving these Super Gremlins chance after chance after chance. Like, what are we supposed to do with this?
Wednesday while trying to rob him at the shopping plaza and then shooting Clayton County police officer Ryan Ritchie near his waist.
And they go for a tussle for the gun. Shot rings off.
Neighbors telling us it happened right in front of them.
Then he runs past me right here to go into my neighborhood, shoot towards our buildings and whatnot to get away.
Lavelle Heath says he'd never seen a police response or lockdown like this.
Stress. People trying to go get their kids. A lot of us couldn't even go get our kids, especially parents that don't have vehicles. We couldn't even go to the school to go grab our kids because they're telling us there's an active shooter in the area.
Crumbly is being held without bond, and his next court appearance will be on April the 20th.
Tracy, thank you.
New developments after a man was found shot and killed at a park. Friends tell us Tom Arnold was on his way home after a night out when the unthinkable happened. Channel 2's Michael Seiden live in Northeast Atlanta. And Michael, there is a growing memorial for him there.
Yeah, Linda, take a look right here. You can see this memorial. Friends and family have been coming out here to pay their respects to Tom Arnold. Now, I want to give you guys some perspective because take a look right over there. That is the Beltline. Friends and family of Tom Arnold believe that he was possibly walking along the Beltline, headed home, and then he was walking right down this path into Inman Park, and that is where police believe he was shot and killed. Take a walk around Atlanta's Inman Park neighborhood where it feels like everyone you talk to has a positive story about the late Tom Arnold.
Always just been a really genuine, nice guy. Never had a bad word to say about anybody.
And remember, we did the story on this glider here. It reminds me of the Piedmont Park situation. He got ambushed. He got caught lacking. He got caught slipping by a Super Gremlin. on Demon Time.
Evan Forster is the general manager of Pure Taqueria in Inman Park. He says the 6-year-old was a regular who later turned into one of his closest friends. In fact, he and Arnold shared some laughs together last Friday night.
He was having a good time, him and his friends. Nothing out of the ordinary, just hanging out, having some drinks, nothing too crazy. And, said bye to him, and fortunately, that was the last time.
What happened next is now at the center of a homicide investigation. Police believe Arnold was headed home walking near the Beltline just after 10 when he was shot and killed. Joggers discovered his body the following morning, but at this time, police haven't released a motive or a description of a suspect.
It doesn't make any sense, and, I don't have any explanation for it.
Since his death, detectives have spread out across the area, canvassing neighborhoods, knocking on doors, and searching for clues, while so many continue to mourn this beloved member of this community.
He was a very loving guy, and just one of those people, again, that always had friends and family around him.
Yeah, and right now there is a $10,000 reward for any information that can lead to an arrest. Again, homicide detectives working around the clock, trying to somehow track down a shooter. As soon as we get more information.
You know the community ain't gonna roll on ain't nobody finna say nothing. Street code, no snitching laws are in full effect. How many times do I have to keep reminding you guys?
Though we will pass it along. We are live just along the Beltline. I'm Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Developing now, a 14-year-old now in the hospital facing a felony murder charge after police say the teen killed a random bystander during a gunfight. The shooting happened last night around 6 o'clock at the Shell station on Covington Highway at Wellborn Road in DeKalb County. Channel 2's Christian Jennings joining us now live. Christian, the mother of the man killed, says this violence has to stop.
No, and she is just beside herself right now. Meanwhile, the young man, a 14-year-old who is charged in that murder, he is actually still in the hospital because he too was shot during that shootout. Meanwhile, here at the gas station,
14-year-old shot. The fact that we have 14-year-olds having to worry about getting shot is crazy.
you can see there are several cars that have bullet holes on them. There's bullet holes on the side of the car, and the glass there on the storefront is shattered. Just paints a small picture of the chaos that went on out here.
The person who they was robbing had a gun too, so they started having a shootout.
And that gun battle had nothing to do with 28-year-old John Battle and his family. They were at this Shell gas station on Covington Highway Thursday night to pick up energy drinks when dozens of shots rang out. As they tried driving away, Battle got shot in his car.
I understand that my son and his girlfriend was bent over in the car, ducking in the car, and I guess my son came up too early.
Damn. He knew what was going down. He trying to dodge the gunfire and gets caught in the crossfire, man. Rest in peace to this brother here. I keep telling you guys, our worst continue to take out our best in the community that is perpetually on demon time.
And that's how he got shot in the head.
DeKalb County Police announced late this afternoon a 14-year-old is now charged with murder and armed robbery. Battle's mother asked us not to show her face. She's grieving and struggling to process the senseless violence.
A 14-year-old charged. We have 14-year-olds in Atlanta shooting gas stations up. This is unacceptable. But it's common.
My son, all-American boy, loving, kind, generous, hard worker, dedicated to his family and a protector. Oh, he loved his daughter. Oh, God, he loved her.
Battle's 1-year-old daughter and his girlfriend were in the car when he was shot and then crashed the car nearby. His girlfriend was injured in that crash.
Emotionally and physically, she's really beat up. Baby is doing well. Thank God the baby didn't get hurt.
The baby is okay, but now without a loving father.
They took something very precious from that baby.
A witness tells me shots were coming from both inside and outside the gas station, with dozens of customers around. People got on the ground to avoid getting hit. This woman and her 5 children were in the parking lot.
Damn, 5 kids. Woo. She ran it up.
We were scared out here for our lives at the gas pump.
With a 14-year-old now in custody, Battle's mother just wants the violence to stop.
Parents, know where your children are.
That's it. That's all you got for us, mama? Know where your children are? I'm telling you right now, these single mothers, these sisters who are raising these super gremlins, they can't control these boys. Once they turn 10 years old, these dudes already 6 feet. These niggas 6 feet in the 5th grade.
We were scared out here for our lives at the gas pump.
With a 14-year-old now in custody, Battle's mother just wants the violence to stop.
Parents, know where your children are.
And that mother and I just cried and hugged today, certainly thinking about her during this time and her whole family. In fact, I see the victim's sister here now, so we're going to try to talk to her after this report. But I will tell you that the mom told me that she got the news alert on her phone when the shooting happened, just 5 minutes down the road from her home. She said she immediately prayed for that victim, not knowing at the time it was her own son.
Wow.
Reporting live in DeKalb County, Christian Jennings, Channel 2 Action News.
This afternoon, officers charged a young teenager in the Thursday shooting death. Police say the man killed was inside his car with his girlfriend and child.
Fox 5's Eric Perry is live outside the gas station with the latest tonight. Eric.
Yeah, Courtney, Tom, really a busy gas station here, and you can see remnants of what happened last night. Take a look at that car just riddled with bullets. Police say this involves a 14-year-old boy. One witness said there were at least 80 shell casings.
God, how does a 14-year-old boy get access to 80 rounds? I mean, if a 14-year-old boy can just let off that many shots, have access to that many shots, I mean, how are we gonna stop this? How are we gonna stop this?
Found in this careless act.
It hurts because we have children around here, and anybody could get hit by the gunfire.
Charge him as an adult.
This exclusive video captures the mayhem outside the Shell gas station on Covington Highway near Welburn Road.
Look, he tried to run up on the dude and rob him. And Buddy clapped back. He wasn't having it.
Witnesses say an attempted robbery around 6 Thursday evening led to both men shooting aimlessly at each other in a parking lot full of customers. Wow. You can see people around diving for cover. As one witness said, over 80 shots were fired. A 14-year-old boy has been arrested and charged with armed robbery and felony murder in this case.
A little boy killed my baby. A little boy.
Camilla Yancey says it was her brother, 28-year-old John Battle, that was shot and killed. Police say Battle was not involved and was in the car with his girlfriend and child at the time.
That's what makes it worse, because he's not in the streets. He doesn't do things like that. He goes to work. He goes home. He take care of his kid. He just had a kid at 27 years old.
The remnants from the ordeal evident Friday, bullet holes riddled at least 4 cars and bullets pierced through the windows of the store. As a 14-year-old faced major charges, the family of John Battle are just struggling to comprehend this loss.
And I just want to tell the people, the young kids out here, stop playing with these guns.
Stop playing with these guns. How many times have we heard this? A remnant of that. Put the guns down. Stop playing with these guns. Just lock these super gremlins up and call it a day. Can we just all agree on that? That these dudes don't deserve to be on the streets. I mean, if they're doing reckless, violent acts like this that affect multiple people. Charge this Super Gremlin as an adult, because, I mean, he's not going to be charged as an adult most likely. He'll be out by 21. So, what do you even say to that?
They're not a game, because you're going to hit somebody that don't have nothing to do with what you got going on.
Yeah, a message from a heartbroken family. DeKalb police say that 14-year-old was also shot and taken to the hospital, but he now faces armed robbery charges and also felony murder as well. In DeKalb County, I'm Eric Perry, Fox 5 News.
Eric, thanks.
We'll start with that breaking news out of DeKalb County. One person killed at a gas station. Our video captured dozens of police investigation markings there on the ground. Police also say 2 other people in a car were hurt. News Chopper 2 saw a car off the side of Covington Highway, and part of that road was closed for hours. This map here gives you a better idea of where this all happened. It was at the Shell gas station on Covington Highway at Wellborn Road. Channel 2's Matt Johnson is there live for us, and Matt, investigators, they have been out there for hours.
Wendy, this is a shooting that had at least 35 shell casings on the ground, even more bullet holes through the windows and through the door of this gas station behind me. We are on Covington Highway, just about a mile from Panola Road. There's a couple police officers still here right now. And
if you guys saw the boldness of this Super Gremlin, he literally ran up and tried to snatch the man's gun out of his waistband. They're trying to rob people who have guns on them. Insane.
Investigating, but we know that 1 person died, 2 others were injured in a car crash related to the shooting. It had Covington Highway shut down for hours. Let's show you some of the video we shot from the scene tonight. Police were combing through the evidence here for nearly 5 hours. We know that this is a homicide with 1 person dead, 2 others injured from a car crash that police say is connected. Police surrounded this gas station tonight, but they focused on the area in front of the front door where the gunshots and the gunfire seem to have come from. And considering how many bullets were fired from this gas station, from this murder scene, it's really amazing that more people were not hurt. Thankfully, just 1 person died, and police are still trying to investigate who that shooter is, what the motive is, and as soon as we get any information, we will, of course, pass that along. For now, we are live in DeKalb County. Matt Johnson, WSB Tonight.
All right, well, the road is back open. Of course, a lot of answers that we still are working to get there. Matt, thank you. And we are staying ahead of this breaking news for you. There's still questions we need answered, and if we get them, we'll bring them to you here. And then also on Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30 a.m.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.